So collective, this current collective reading is a really positive one. There's quite a journey that needs to be had, but it's all very, very positive. I will say the last card I had to clarify and I had to get further clarity on it, and there's definitely an energy of being obsessed or possessive or feeling like you can't let something go. So let's get straight into it. If you need any further clarity or anything, my DMs are always open. Let's just jump straight in. The first card is the Hierophant. So you could be a Leo or you could be dealing with a Leo, but ultimately the Hierophant is telling us it's all eyes on you. Everybody's watching you. Everyone's basking in your authentic light. And it's about allowing people to have access to the parts of you that you allow them to. So think about strong authority figures, for example. Think about emperors or great leaders. They only give parts of themselves that they want to give. So it's about being in control of the energy that you're giving to people, making sure you're keeping enough energy for yourself so that you can continue to go after your manifestations and the life you're trying to create, for example. So it's really important to monitor how we feel when people are around us and how we feel when we're in certain places, for example. The Page of Swords comes out and it almost gives me this energy of feeling like you need to defend yourself but not feeling like you're ready to defend yourself, or you need to fight for this goal or you need to fight for this idea but you feel like you're not ready to do that or you're not quite the right person to do that for whatever reason. It's further clarified by the Five of Swords, so I would say pick your battles very wisely during this time. Not everything needs a reaction. Not every comment needs a reaction from you, for example. Not every person deserves to get access to your energy to a point where they can rile you up to get a reaction. So just make sure that you are reacting out of reason rather than out of emotion, and we're not allowing people to have too much access to our energy in a way that it becomes almost manipulative or they start to really drain our energy, for example, because it's important during this time that you've got all your energy for yourself so you can go forward and conquer the things that you want to conquer whilst having the conversations and the battles that you choose to have. It's not about having these conversations because other people want them. It's about having them because you want to have those conversations, because remember, you are the Hierophant. It's all eyes on you. You're in control of your own energy. The Ace of Wands comes out here, and this may be a new idea that you're having. It may be a very innovative time for you. You're feeling like X, Y, and Z could cause A, B, and C to happen. And if I did all of these things right now, by next month, I could live in a mansion in Beverly Hills, for example. So it's about embracing any intuition that we have. It's about embracing any downloads or any guidance from the universe and acting on it so that we can continue to move forward and take progressive steps towards the future, so we can actually work on the abundance that we're trying to create, so we can actually attract more opportunities for ourselves, for example. But it's really important that you're open to receiving that guidance and you're open to doing things in a different way rather than in a set routine, because ultimately things change. The path that you're on, although you might have it marked out in a certain way, it could very easily change in any other direction, even though it could still lead to the same end goal. So make sure you are open to doing things in a different way and you're looking at ways to make things easier for yourself. I said in the previous reading for the collective that 2026 is all about making it as easy as possible for ourselves, and it's not about cutting corners. It's about making sure that we're basically conserving our energy and preserving our time for the things that we authentically enjoy doing or the things that we genuinely want to do, for example. So make sure that you are working smarter, not harder. The Fool comes out to remind us again that now is a great time to run with a project, jump off the edge. It's a perfect time for you to go forward into a new venture. It's about taking that leap of faith, knowing that the universe has your back and you're trusting in your intuition and you're moving forward with these thoughts and you're moving forward on these ideas because you're drawn to them, because the universe keeps putting them in your head for a reason. So I always see the Fool as being a very positive card. He's holding a flower, he's on the edge, he's got everything that he needs to make this flower bloom. It's just about taking the steps to make that happen. And ultimately, it's clarified by the Five of Pentacles and Temperance. So it's about almost feeling like things may take time, things will take time to develop. Not everything happens overnight, and it's not easy to say this time next year, I'm going to be in this position and my life's going to look completely different. Now, that can happen and that is completely possible. Anything's possible. But for this collective, I see this goal or this manifestation taking some time. And ultimately, that's got you feeling a little bit out in the cold, feeling like, why am I walking towards this thing? When is this thing going to happen? I've been chipping away at this thing now for a week and I'm still not a millionaire, for example. So just make sure that with the Temperance card, you are being patient, you are taking time, you're continuing to chip away at your goals and put things out there whilst nourishing your own energy and reminding yourself that this is already yours. You're just taking the steps to align with it. It's not about creating something and pulling something into your life. It's about truly aligning with the thing that is already meant for you. The next card that comes out is the Ace of Swords. So we started up here with the Page of Swords and now we've got the Ace of Swords. So eventually, once you've gone through this journey and it's again going to take some time, but you will develop some sort of resilience or confidence in yourself and the thing that you're creating, and you're going to be able to defend that, and you're going to feel like you're able to defend that much easier, especially as you started as the Page of Swords. So you was in a position where you didn't feel like you could defend that or you couldn't go out and achieve that. But now we've got the Ace of Swords and you do feel ready to achieve that or defend that. It's also clarified by the Nine of Cups and we've got the Two of Swords here. So I would just say be mindful about what you're trying to create, and again, be open to different ways of doing things. Be open to basically having a different outcome that gives you the same results. So for example, if you're trying to be a beauty blogger and you want to be a beauty blogger because you get all of your free time, you get free PR, you get X, Y, and Z benefits, you may end up in a different role. You might become a fitness blogger, for example, and you're still getting all of that free time, you're still getting all of those benefits and the PR deals, but it's just in a different field, or it looks different to how you imagined it. So success and abundance is definitely on its way. It just might look quite different to how you first imagined it. And it's important to keep being grateful as well, because the Nine of Cups there almost speaks about, it feels a bit deflating to me that you've got the Nine of Cups rather than the Ten of Cups. So just make sure that you are practicing daily gratitude so that you can continue to raise your vibration and attract more things from the universe, whilst being open again to new ways of doing things, or make sure that you are fully seeing the bigger picture, for example. So it might feel like, what's the point in doing this now? But in a couple of weeks, a couple of months, a couple of years, you'll be able to see the benefits of doing that. And you'll see that the things you're currently doing are just building blocks that are putting you together for this greater, bigger picture that's all going to come out. The final card was the Devil card, and I found this quite confusing because it was such a positive reading where you almost just need to trust and have confidence in yourself. So the Devil really threw me, but then it's clarified by the Ten of Pentacles and the Three of Swords, and it all just started to make sense. I feel like this collective really do obsess about the Ten of Pentacles. They obsess about the dream life that they're trying to create, and they obsess about a set way of doing things or a set outcome. It's about not being too obsessive. It's about not letting external things influence your ideas, or about allowing external people to come in and rock the foundations that you're building. So just make sure that you are accepting that this thing is already yours. You don't need to obsess over it. You don't need to continually manifest this thing. You don't need to update your mood board every week with this same manifestation, because ultimately, again, going back to the previous cards, we're just aligning with that. We're not trying to create a whole new life or create this whole new random thing that nobody's ever done before. It's just about aligning with the thing that is truly in our soul's purpose and on our path, basically. So make sure that you're not being too obsessive, you're not overthinking connections, you're not overthinking ways of doing things, and you're just naturally plodding away and putting your energy out there without having too much expectation. It's really important that we do manifest, but it's also really important that we do let things breathe as well, and we don't just obsess over something, and we don't trap something, and we don't keep something in our hands because all we do is continue to go over and over it, for example. So make sure that you're embracing the Hierophant energy. You're allowing people to see the versions and the parts of yourself that you want them to see. And with the Ace of Wands, we're embracing the Fool energy by taking that leap of faith and really trying to create something and create this beautiful life that we keep admiring, that we keep going back to. But it's important that we don't obsess over this thing, or we don't hold it too tightly, because ultimately we're going to block it or slow it down if we carry on obsessing over it or keep remanifesting it. It's almost like we just keep reordering it with the universe, we get so far and we reorder it again, and we just continue to start that loop over and over and over again. So have trust, have patience, and let me know if this resonates. I'll see you on the next one.